my sad story, immigration story. I came to Japan in 2002 from Africa, and just after 1 week, I have applied for refugee at the Immigration Bureau. But from 2002 to 2021, I'm already 18 years in Japan, but I have spent 7 years in detention, 4 times be detained at the Immigration Bureau. And in 2009, I have married a Japanese woman. And the Immigration Bureau tried to break my marriage by saying to my wife that my marriage is a fake marriage, that after I will have a visa, I will go to divorce her. So then I was detained there for 1.5 years. During that period, my wife run away because of what immigration have told her. So when like I said, I have 7 years. I've been 7 years inside immigration, and what is very curious is that what happened inside immigration, there is nothing right in the media. The journalist is going there, the lawyer is going there, the volunteer is going there, but the reality of what is happening inside immigration is all hide from people. Like me, people that married Japanese woman, there are many people there. I know that speaking about immigration is a big risk. Many people are afraid to speak of the topic of concern immigration, but I have to take that risk to speak out because I feel the pain for what they have done to me. So I have been living in the fear for a long time. The immigration, as government, G7 country, they openly break marriage, tell women to remove pregnancy. This you can take the video, please. It's what they are doing there. Any Japanese woman that's going to visit a foreigner, don't come here, give that guy away. You are too young. It's not going to make you happy. Go and look for another husband. It's what they are doing. So those kind of people that break marriage, asking women to remove pregnancy, are they qualified to go and investigate or examine any refugee status? They are not going to give any refugee status. If they can break a legal marriage, if they can ask women to remove pregnancy, they are not qualified to handle the matter of immigration. So, and this is, since my first detention was in 2004, this has been going on. You speak to the lawyer, it's like you are not saying anything. They are seeing their client losing their family. They don't take any action. The media is going there. You speak to them, it's like you are not saying anything. The embassy is going there. Everybody is aware of what they are doing, but nobody is speaking out. Nobody is speaking out. I come to Japan, I lose most of my family in Africa. I come here as a refugee. I ask them, please support me. Instead of supporting me, the government is asking my woman to go and remove pregnancy. 4 months pregnant woman. You ask her to remove pregnancy that the husband is a fake marriage. I'm not lying. That is the truth, it's what they are doing. They destroy your reason to be in Japan. As if you are married, they tell your wife to run away, seize your property, then they can keep you in long term inside immigration because they will promise to the Japanese woman that we are not going to release him. You can divorce him, take the property, run away. So when they promise to the woman that they are not going to release you, you're going to be there for long term. They do everything possible to keep you there or kick you out of the country. So if you speak only about the refugee, there are refugees there are people that are married there are different kind of people there. And many people are afraid. Like I saw somebody die in my blog. Deepak Kumar, the Indian guy, commits suicide in my blog. And the Cameroonian guy that died in 2014. People don't want to testify. People are afraid. Even when the lawyer comes to tell people come and testify, people are afraid to speak about immigration. People are dying, they don't take people to hospital. Myself, I was there. I have vomiting blood for more than 1 year and a half. I think you saw the picture. I'm not able to eat. I'll be vomiting blood. When I vomit, they don't take me to hospital. No? They are doing this because they know that the system, the judge, are supporting them. If you go to court, you are not going to win. The immigration are saying, the officers are saying, even if you go to court, you are not going to win. The immigration officers, they are saying it. Even if you go to court, you cannot. It's the country. So they have built a system to break marriage, stealing kids away from foreigners, and there is nothing we can do. I come as a refugee. I asked them. I just come 7 years. 7 years after 7 days, I apply for refugee status. The evidence I have, I give them. Instead of protecting me, they are taking my family away. And they don't want me to speak out. When I speak out, they detain me. They release me after 3 years. They just keep me 1 month outside without any reason. They take me back inside just because I wrote a statement. Then I send my statement to UN. And during my refugee interview, the inspector take my statement and say, why do you write this? This is against you. Did you know that? It's against you. For me to tell the truth, the Japanese government killed my child, telling my wife that my marriage is a fake marriage. After I will have permanence, I will divorce her. It's not normal for the government to do that. Even a terrorist, they are not doing that. I didn't hear any terrorist doing that one, attacking baby in the stomach of the mother because of the nationality or the race of the father. All embassies know what I'm saying. Nobody will come and tell me that I'm lying. This is affecting all community. So after killing my child, taking my wife and cause damage to my family back home, you don't want me to speak out. Why I should not speak out?
Thank you. Just let me interrupt because we're going to take questions and we want to leave time for questions. Is that okay? Sorry, Lewis.